So tensions between you and Governor Fubara, has been escalating, and the what has been escalated.
The what? I mean, the what and what?
The tensions.
Which tension?
That's what we see, and so it appears.
What you think?
So you're going to give us your views on that, and so we're wondering, why does this conflict appear very difficult to resolve?
I'm very surprised. What is difficult to resolve? Mr. President, the sovereign of our nation, in his own wisdom, in his own fatherly way, said, look, you come, you sit down. This is the problem. I want this problem to be resolved. You go, withdraw the impeachment notice. You go, do this. You go, do this. You go, do this. You, elder, read it for everybody here. Elder, read it. Do we all agree with it? Yes. Elder, what about you? Yes. We agreed. Fine. The parties went home. The assembly withdrew the impeachment notice. You now do this, do this. You did one, you did two. Then you send people to go to court to hang the other one to say, oh, people went to court. Elder, have you gone back to Mr. President? This assignment you gave, we have done one, we have done two. We're not able to do 3 and 4. Please, Mr. President, can you call us back? See whether we can find a solution to 3 and 4. Since 1 and 2 have been executed. Nothing. The next thing you see, oh, somebody did this, somebody did that. Mr. President, in his wisdom. Mr. President, sometimes when people play politics, you play politics, President says, you come. You were here when you were saying, President, political was not constitutional. I've never seen that happen in my life. A president of a country, we call people, sit them down, do this. One party goes, it's political, it's not binding, it's not constitutional. Come on, who does that? Who does that? Who does that? And then you are talking about conflict, tension, this and that. You went and you seized assembly people money, their salaries, everything, took it. And you are running with 3-member assembly in Nigeria. All of you, journalists, appearing in your television houses, appearing, justifying.
Including the court.
No, listen, never. I have always told people, it's not wicked, it's not about wicked or who. It's not about me. But how you will tell me in a democracy, it's only in Nigeria. Okay, take it for example. You say those 27 people defected, assuming don't not conceded. You sit down, tell me one person is a speaker, 2 are members, are the ones doing law for a state. And everybody sit down discussing, hey, but they defected. It is, I said, look, it's not my business. It's Nigerian democracy. Tomorrow it will be one person. Tomorrow it will be one. So the issue of tension, it does not exist. The tension is being created by you people who have refused because of their interest, because of their commitment. Take for example, I say without no apologies to anybody. When I see what happens, high media will be scrolling in the bar, tarnishing images of judges. That judges collected bribe. Scrolling, even somebody gives you that news item. Assuming somebody pays you for that. Can you do that in a civilized country? But it is not. It's been discussed. You malign, you damage. I'm happy. The day the court gives them judgment, democracy, rule of law. The day the court does not give them judgment, the judges took bribe. It will be the first morning they will discuss it. And that is where we are in this country. That's where we are. Because do you think it's wicked? Oh, I don't like wicked. It's not about Wike. It's about the country we are talking about.
Your Excellency, just to take off from there.
Yes.
It seems that your interest politically are a little bit interesting, really, now, because even your party has two people claiming to be national secretary.
Yes.
At the state level, we have two schools carrying the banner of schools as well.
Yes.
Are you now taking this? As you have said, it's the don't look approach.
It's the same people. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. When I tell people tomorrow they blame the judiciary. Tomorrow people will blame the judiciary. You cannot keep your house in order. Tomorrow you go and find some media houses to say this. See how the courts are interfering. What is the problem? What is the problem? It's unfortunate they have a man. They say he's a former Senate President Wabara. So unfortunate, so unfortunate. If that man was my father, I would disown him. If it was my father, or he was related, I would have disowned him. He doesn't qualify to be. No wonder Mr. President Obasanjo made a presidential broadcast. It was under his tenure. Obasanjo made a broadcast about corruption. Presidential broadcast. That's the man leading PDP Board of Trustees. This is a man who led people, came to this is my residence, guilty, had they want to reconcile matters. They went back to a state high court without suing INEC. INEC is a necessary party. INEC was one who observed the election, the National Convention. He went to a state high court and sued that the National Secretary ought to have resigned. What is the provision of the constitution of the party? What did the constitution say? Assuming you're not conceding that he's supposed to resign, he has to be replaced by election, not by appointment. Assuming you're not conceding, he was elected, he was not appointed, he was elected in convention. And then you say, he's no longer there. That the Southeast should bring another person. Even if Southeast will bring, will it not be by election to replace him? Will you go and bring someone and say, we have brought this person in your house, come and replace him? But that's not the point. They want an appeal. Appeal gave them 2-1. They filed for a stay of execution. Some governors, in their own wisdom, manipulated. No, they should not. But since yes, a stay of execution has been filed, but it has not been granted, so let him go. Let the person be. The same people, the zonal vice chairman of Southeast was removed by court. Alio Defa, the zonal vice chairman from the Southeast, was removed from court. There have not been any appeal. None have been any stay of execution. They did not even say, okay, let's implement that. That one should not be implemented. The one that should be implemented is one national secretary. Unfortunately, there was an interim order of staying down. But apart from that, there was a judgment of the Federal High Court, which INEC was a party to, saying that this is the national secretary of the party. This boy, whom they now want him to be national secretary, applied to be joined in that suit. The court dismissed his application. He did not appeal against it. PDP did not appeal against that judgment up to today. When you shoot yourself, these are they dig their grave, and they will enter in that grave. They say, oh, the court is doing this. You are the one digging your grave. The convention is coming this December. As right-thinking people who want their party to survive, we do not say, gentlemen, what are we really doing? The convention is December. What are we talking about? Why can't we keep our house and do this convention by December and usher in a new executive? What do they want to do? Oh no, that's when they remove Wike. None of them has what it takes. They don't have what it takes at all, not one. Be it the Board of Trustees, be it whatever government you think you are. I am prepared for it. It's not a new thing. It's not a new thing for me. This is my territory. I've never survived without anything. How can you see people do things? You say you love your party, and instead of you to do the right thing, for your party to survive. Rather, you are causing more crisis in your party. Convention is December. You want to remove the national chairman. The court has given a pronouncement. Court said no. You cannot. It will be by convention that you can remove or bring any chairman. He said no. But it is zoned from it is coming from North Center. We never zoned to North Center. The zoning was North and South. But I assume they're not conceding they are North Center. You cannot bring an appointed chairman to oversee NWC that's elected. You cannot do that. You know, they say that all their problem is, oh, wicked. Look, anybody who knows me know. I have never, when I said I was not going to support their presidential candidate, I never hid it. I said I was not going to support, and I will not support. Up to today, I stand by it.
Your Excellency, let's take you back to Rivers State.
Yes.
When you were answering the question with regards to Rivers State, you sort of spoke in parables that not many people would understand.
Yes.
Now, in Rivers State, the state's exco, the state party exco, the one that many people believe is loyal to you, has been sacked by the court.
By which court?
By the court. Now, many people believe that the argument here, Your Excellency, is that you are slowly, not my words now, but the general notion, slowly losing political grip with regards to the PDP industry.
That is the television you watch. It's not what we are talking about on ground. Let me tell you. You know, I've always said I don't want to talk about judiciary. It's unfortunate you have tried to push me now to talk about state judiciary.
Carry on, Your Excellency.
The Federal High Court gave a nod for the election to take place, which INEC was a party. And directed police, they allowed the Congress, and they took place. Now let me tell you, it's unfortunate I will say this. Who is this judge that's granting these orders? State High Court judge every day. Who is this judge? You know, I feel so bad. This was a judge I refused that when NJS recommended I will not be sworn in. Why? When the State High Court was locked up by my predecessor, this judge was the Deputy Chief Registrar of the Customary Court of Appeal, Stephen Jobo. You remember that NJS recommended Justice Desi Okocha to be the Chief Judge of Rivers State. My predecessor refused and appointed the President of Customary Court of Appeal, Justice Agumabo, to be the Chief Judge. And NJS sanctioned him, suspended. How can you do that? Now, during that period, they used this Deputy Chief Registrar, who is now the judge, Stephen Jumbo, siphoned the funds of the judiciary when the judiciary was locked up under Lokaki. I came as governor. Justice Desi Okocha became the chief judge. And we saw how monies were being shared. They divided the judges. These judges are loyal. These judges are not loyal. They were paying allowances to these judges. They are not paying to these judges. And as I said, no, I will not allow this. I'm going to write to NJS, who cannot allow this. Justice Desi Okocha pleaded, please, allow, please, just let it. You know, sometimes you feel so bad. Pleaded. Say, please. I don't want this mess. When I see people talk, I just look at it. Now, when Desi Okocha left, just Lomicron became. And I said, my Lord, can we allow this? He said, yes, Excellency, I know it's wrong, but you see, let everybody. JSC indicted this judge, Justice Jumbo, of look at the funds of the when the court was not in session. Who was spending this money? When the court was not for 2 years. Who was authorizing you? I'm not chief judge. So who was authorizing you to be spending this amount of money? I wrote to NJS. I said no. I just cannot think of. And then they said, you know what happened? This young man went to court. He lost. He went to court of appeal. And then I left office. What the present chief judge did, they now went back to say the state was not opposing the appeal. And they say, oh, the man has won court of appeal. And then they now went and swore them in. Now what they now do, every political case, they now assign it to him. Then he will be dishing out others. As far as Wike is on this side, he will dish out others. Now, that's why he gave an injunction for people not to do Congress. It's on appeal. They went back again and filed this other. Meanwhile, people are fighting in his court. He gave order that should be Congress, which we have gone on appeal. People again came back to him to find that they were the ones who are supposed to be. You know what they did? They did not join. Of course, INEC was not. They did not join INEC. They did also join those who were elected for them to be able to defend themselves. They did not join them. They now said PDP. Now, what they did criminally to align themselves with the legal advice of the party at the national level, who now took the processes without telling the party. And then they now went to the state high court and agreed with the plaintiffs. And they now entered judges. Look, you just laugh. We are writing the judge. He gave us the judgment. No problem. Let us have the proceedings. No problem. You know the final court, not an appeal court, not Supreme Court. No problem. Give us. No problem. Do your own part. Every time, every day, you will see one state high court. Look at another one. A matter the Court of Appeal gave that 3 people cannot see to make law appropriation budget. They appeal to Supreme Court. A state high court recently by Justice Apirioku. You said no. 3 people can. 3 people can pass their budget, make law for the state. When the matter the Court of Appeal has given and they have appealed to Supreme Court, Justice Apirioku of the State High Court. Why did he do so? A building collapsed when I was governor. His brother was the man in charge. Somebody died, and I said she should be dismissed. Yes. Now, for him, we can dismiss his brother who was a civil servant. Therefore, anything that comes, we can is involved. I will do this. How can a judge of the State High Court, when the Court of Appeal has given a judgment, which they have appealed to Supreme Court, now sit down to say that the state, the government can deal with people.
Yes, there are more questions.
But at the end of the day, everybody will see. For me, go ahead, do whatever you want to do. But as far as you're not the final court that will determine. I have no problem.
There are more questions. Sample?
All right. Excellency, we must thank you so much for taking time to exhaust this, because a lot of Nigerians have been waiting for that. Just very 2 quick questions. One at the national level and then one at the local level. You are the poster boy of the APC-led federal government at the moment now.
No, we'll draw that poster boy.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
I will always want you, please, we're having a bigger chat.
Yes.
Use the language.
Okay. So I want you to talk to me as having come from the opposition. What's the problem with the PDP and opposition parties, political parties in Nigeria as regards our democratic growth and development at the moment? And then the second question is, I'm seeing some sort of subtle politics in FCT when it comes to area council with the issues of revenue collection. FCT IRS has said that in 2025 they are going to be collecting revenues for FCT area councils, but some of the local councils are not comfortable with that, saying that PDP, APC, and all of that, they are having challenges.
From that.
What do you have to say?
You're talking about harmonization and not allow multiplicity of taxes. Okay. And why not allow businessmen to suffer? What are the taxes collectible by the local government? What are the taxes collectible by the FCT? Remember, every month we give to area councils 10% of every tax we collect. Every month. At the month ends, if we have 40 billion, for example, 10% goes to the area councils.
All 6.
10% goes to the area councils. So 10% of 40 billion, for example, is 4 billion. They share. Then again, we are seeing a lot of things that we take, for example, you are talking about refuse removal. You want to go and collect sanitation. We are not removing the refuse. So we said, no, we can't allow this. Therefore, we'll collect it. We'll give you a percentage. But you're not the one who is paying for the refuse. We are paying for the refuse. We are cleaning. You cannot be going to collect money. It's your duty now to also remove the refuse. But you know you have no capacity. So let's sit down and see how much percentage you will collect. If we don't do what we're doing, businessmen will suffer. That is that. On the opposition, now ask yourself, opposition, are they really opposition that they should do the work of opposition? Take for example, look at PDP. Now, also, let me tell you, you see Bala Mohammed shouting. Is Bala doing opposition? He's not. He knows he's not. But like many say, look, I was the one who was criticizing Tinubu's taxes about it. It's not correct. It's not criticizing anything. He wants to see how he can have delivered to have tickets for PDP.
Question closer.
To run for election.
My question closer.
Everybody knows that. Look, do you know what's going on? When I was governor, could you not feel the impact of opposition in this country? Could you not feel the impact of opposition? I don't do opposition in the daytime and go in the night. I don't do that. Okay. And I wouldn't do that.
Right. So the PDP is not playing opposition.
The point I'm making is that for you to say you're playing opposition, you must strengthen your party.
Okay.
You must strengthen the National Working Committee.
Okay.
Not dividing them.
Okay.
Now see what they are doing. You are dividing the National Working Committee. Okay. The National Political Committee says something, which is not true. Right. And then we are saying different things. Okay. How do you then say you're playing opposition?
Okay. So the
just
PDP is not ready for opposition.
Just for your own personal interest.
Okay, Your Excellency, I will just ask one from Rivers State, one from the National, PDP National. Everybody knows the relationship between you and the former governor of Rivers State, Peter Odili. When you were governor, everybody believed that you were very close. Recently, he made some remarks about you, which those who have watched this relationship believe that they were uncharitable. Is there any room for reconciliation between you and that former governor? Okay. Then secondly, the PDP is about 2 years to the general elections, and everybody expects the PDP to be a formidable opposition. You have invested in that party. Do you think the PDP can get its acts together before 2027?
Ask Bala Mohammed. Do you see them? Let me tell you. Ask Bala.
We don't want you to waste too much time.
Ask Bala Mohammed. When I was governor, I played a role for PDP to take over the presidency of this country. And Nigerians could attest to that. I played a role. Until when they brought, thinking that they are smarter than people, they played the game they wanted to play, to take everything. I said it will choke you. And it choked them. And it could not to if, see, I'm a footballer. We are going for this match. And I want to win this trophy. I have to sit back. I'll call my colleagues, my team players, gentlemen, are we really ready to win this match? Can we commit ourselves? We want to win this match. We want to win this trophy. Yes. How do we do it? How do we do it? We should not be selfish. When we are playing, it is not about you scoring the goal. Anybody can score goal. What matters at the end of the day is that we have won the match. If we say you, we lose, then everybody have lost. You play all you can. Have it at the back of your mind that we are one people, we are one club. As it is today, all you have is a pocket of interest. And what's that pocket of interest? Sitting somewhere, we will deal with Wike. Who is this that will deal with Wike? Who? You know, it's of you to be focused. How do we win this? You go to a meeting, it's Wike. You go and take your bath, it's Wike. You don't eat food in your house, it's Wike. Your wife had left you, it's Wike. I mean, it's not there. It's of you to think of, how do I progress? How do I make my party to win election? If Wike is the problem, go down to Wike, sit down with Wike. What is this problem? What is happening? Can't we sit down as a people to sit our party in medicine? Okay. You say Wike is not important. Do it now. Do it and survive it.
Oh. Okay, Your Excellency, we have room for just about one question. Let me ask that last question. Let me ask that last question. Okay, the last question about some for reconciliation. The last question about any room for reconciliation.
That matter, I don't want to discuss that matter again.
Okay.
It's over. It's over. God is one who allows us to live. Okay. If God said I'll survive till tomorrow, I'll survive. If God said I won't survive, let it be so.
All right. So last question then. You have always claimed to be an Ikwere man.
Yes.
And that you are not an Igbo man.
Yes.
An Ikwere man.
Yes.
Like you.
Yes.
A well-recognized one. Former Senate President pro tempore.
Yes.
The Distinguished Senator John Asutambata
Yes.
has just been elected as the president of Ohanes Indigo,
Yes.
a pan-Igbo social cultural organization.
Yes.
Has that made you to be an Igbo man or every Igbo man?
No, don't go there, no. I'm a typical unrepentant Igbo man, I'm not an Igbo. Listen, get it clear. I have no problem with Igbo people, and I have no problem with them. I'm associated with Igbo people. The main fact, we're all in southeastern Nigeria. The main fact we're in northern Nigeria doesn't make an Hausa man. Doesn't make a Fulani man. Doesn't make a Kanuri person. Doesn't make it a thief person. The main fact you share some similarities. The languages are close. Doesn't make you that you are sorry for. I mean, what is all this thing? Senator Asutambata has a right to associate with whoever you want to associate. I, as Ezewo, yes, Wike, an unrepentable Ikore man, an unrepentable Iroha man, I'm not an Igbo man.
Okay, but are you happy that an Ikore man is Ohanese president?
Please, I'm not a member of Ohanese. So what I'm not a member, how can you tell me? I don't know what they're doing there.
It's a kinsman.
But by default now, your kinsman is the chairman.
What benefit will I drive? Something I'm not a member of. You know what is there. You know why you are there. You know the benefit that will accrue to you. So if it's going to be good, okay. But as Wike Declares, they have spoken. And Wike Declares have said, can't us add. And where Wike Declares is where I am. I will never, for anything, no matter the disadvantage. Some of my fellow colleagues come to tell me, don't talk of this, I say, don't talk of what, by opposition. I say, So, because of politics, I will deny my identity. Because from minority, I will not do that one. I will never deny my identity simply because I want to be recognized, to be majority. I will not do it.
Are you happy for him?
If he's happy, why would I say I'm not happy for you? I mean, why would I say so? If that will suit you, okay. But for me, as a honorable man, as a great person, I am where I am, and I will not be. Igbos we are very close. We do things together. We have similarities in so many things. But that does not mean I should go and change my identity now. Simply because it's how I should be. Simply because I'm a politician. Oh, somebody told me yesterday, if they want to present this country, I said, get out from here. Get out. I want the president. So what? That's why I should go and answer somebody's mother's name. I'm not.
All right, Honorable Minister, we have come to the end of today's media chat. Thank you so much. I'll allow my colleagues to quickly make their final comments. Example, no question, just final comment.
All right, Honorable Minister, we want to really thank you for what you've done. As an indigene of the FCT, I'm really super proud that we've had the minister for the very first time that actually makes a difference. And so we just urge you to...
From FCT?
Yeah, I'm an FCT.
You've thanked me since.
Blue Central.
So keep doing the good job, actually.
It's been a delight, Honorable Minister. Anytime we sit in front of you, your questions and the answers just keeps on flowing. Thank you,
Honorable Minister.
And of course, Gloria.
Well, we thank you, Your Excellency, for your insights. We only hope that you're making steps, to try to bridge the gaps in your party. PDP.
Yeah, we are looking forward to some commissioning this week. You have started well.
You're all invited.
Yes, and we hope also you end the year well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honorable Minister, we must thank you so much. It's been a pleasure and a very delicate.
Wike, my man. Wike, not the ever agree for anybody. He's always on point. He's always right over every other person's. Wike is number one. You are gradually losing your political grade. You are still there saying this, that's what you watch on television. Which television? You are gradually fading away, okay? You still there, they talk, see this and that. You are ready to fight. Fight who? You fought everybody already. Everybody are against you. You are just on your own. The only reason why you are still there, your voice is still everywhere now, because you are the SCT minister. Let Tinubu 2027. Let Tinubu lost election. Now there, everybody said they wait for you to deal with you. This one what they do now, power sit in your hands small. Fubara governor where you bring don't defeat you. He don't rob you. He don't rob you poto for body. You are you don't the shame. See they talk, they brag, da. See they not rich. You are gradually losing your political grade. Simple. The FCT minister, you are FCT minister for now. That's why you are still everywhere. Your voice is still be heard. Let Tinubu 2027 or maybe 20 if Tinubu continue. That one not concern me. So anytime you leave office as SCT minister, bro, nothing for you. You see the way all those people will do you. You see the way they will do you shaggy. Maybe when you finish now, senator now, you won't go senate, right? We'll see now whether who will stand for you, how you want to get there. You don't understand? Because anybody now who is going to come as a governor, not be you won't bring that person now, not be you won't bring the governor for that River State. Everybody now, Sin Fubara now, all of them are loyal to Sin Fubara. Most everybody now, they Fubara camp. They don't leave you. You are on your own. Anyways, please share this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please, I'll be your guy. Run out for me now. Subscribe.